welcome. I feel like I got to do something when we come on here. Like I got to sit like a Ahmad Rashad or something. Man, we got Kourtlin Jakson in the
Mm-hmm.
dojo. Let
Mm-hmm.
me run down some things first. Hoover High School, 4A, graduated in 2011, second place team.
Mm-hmm.
Who'd you guys play at the state tournament?
Limar.
Linmar, that's right.
Yeah.
Yep. Minnesota State from 2011 to 2012, redshirted that year. John Wood College, 2012 to 13.
Mm-hmm.
Went to Iowa State, 13-14. Also Iowa State, 14-15.
Yep.
Played 8 games, won the Hilton Magic Dunk Contest.
Yep.
Bouncy. And then Southern Mississippi, 15-16. 2015, 2016, averaged 14 and a half points, 5 rebounds, 55% effective field goal, and this is really impressive, 43% from the 3-point line.
Mm-hmm.
That's really impressive, Cortland.
Yeah, I was
And
shooting
one
it.
year pro in Australia.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for being here with us.
No problem. No problem.
Yeah, man. Just I coached Cortland in AAU basketball a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
That's not when we first met, though. We first met. Well, yeah, I think it was AAU basketball
Mm-hmm.
because then after that, well, around the same time, I met your dad also,
Yep.
who mom, dad, both amazing human beings, man.
Yeah.
Amazing human beings, man. So yeah, welcome, Cortland.
Thank you. Thank
Thanks
you.
for
I'm
being here with
excited
us.
to be here. When you asked me, I was like, yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, man. Also, the current athletic director at Joshua Christian Academy
Mm-hmm.
and the founder and CEO of Community Sports Movement.
Mm-hmm.
Man, let's talk about those two things first. JCA. Tell me about JCA. Uh, there, and then also how are you liking your role as athletic director?
Yeah. So I've been at JCA for 2 years now. They made me the athletic director. So I started off as athletic assistant. Now I'm the athletic director, and I oversee all of our athletics, K through 12, for JCA. We got 3 campuses. One is on the south side where I'm officed out of, and it's K through 5, and then 8 through 12. So we have our older age group there. And then on the east side, we have K through 7, and it's out of it used to be the Boys and Girls Club over there on the east side, and now it's our JCA main. And then we have a west campus over at out of Hope Elam, where we have K through 6.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 3 different campuses. All the west, the main, they all lead up into our south campus right now for our secondary. That's what we call our 8 through 12.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I last year I jumped right in. We had a lot of variety of different sports. One of the highlights were we had wrestling for the first time in JCA history last year, track for the first time in JCA history, our first time playing against schools, like we played against Lincoln, Merrill, Goodrill, different schools here in Des Moines. It was the first time doing that. So that's taking big jumps.
Mm-hmm.
We're definitely growing. I want definitely to build that culture in Des Moines, offer all the JCA students the opportunity to play, organize sports, learn life lessons through sports, and it's just the beginning because it's one of those schools where, you know, when we start to play the bigger schools and some of these players that aren't really getting much playing time, they figure out that JCA they're playing the same schools.
Might be an
It's going to
opportunity
grow.
for them,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, it's going to jump, and
For sure.
I'm constantly in prayer about that.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the questions I got for you, man.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, culture
Yeah.
is so big, and
Yeah.
I'm trying to change the culture
Yeah.
and build a culture.
Mm-hmm.
So it starts from ground up,
Mm-hmm.
and we're not trying to run too fast. So we're taking it brick by brick, trying to build that foundation on Christ, on God, for sure.
How many programs did they have before you started as athletic director?
Um,
Like how many sport? Like how many different? So in public schools, like some high schools have 22 programs that an athletic director may
mhm.
oversee. Like how many programs were you overseeing when you first started?
um, when I first started, I don't. There were some sports like we have volleyball, but the volleyball program wasn't running for the last couple years. We
Mm-hmm.
had to find a coach for that. Um, we had basketball, but it kind of was at the homeschool level,
Mm-hmm.
and it was fine. It was good, but I think we were going to take that jump this past year, and we did a really good job. Our eighth graders had a winning season. Our JV team We had 5 players. We played full
I
season.
loved seeing you at North.
Man, it was
Man, that was
fun.
cool, man.
It was real
That was
fun,
really cool,
man.
man.
So
So you like going from not having sports, like not having teams, and then having to implement the teams, having to get the coaches, having to schedule the games. That's a lot of effort,
it
Kourtlin.
is. It is. And the only way I did is by the grace of God. I got some mentors that really helped walk me through it. And,
Hmm.
Coach Zanders,
Oh yeah, for sure.
leaned on him a
OG, yeah,
lot.
for sure,
Leaned on him
for
a
sure.
lot. And then Coach Clark, from
Oh
Zach
yeah,
Clark.
man. I just talked to him the other day, man. I gotta get
Yeah.
him on here.
They
He's
was
solid, man.
they've been looking out for me for sure. If I got
That's
a
beautiful.
question, I'm hitting them up like, all
That's
right, what's
beautiful.
this? What's this? So they help guiding me.
That's what life is about, though, man.
Yeah.
Like so many people try to do stuff on their own. They don't just sit and think for a minute, like, do I already have a community in this area of what I'm trying to do? And
Mm-hmm.
why wouldn't I lean on that community, knowing that the relationships are good? Like, we shouldn't do anything by ourselves. It's not fun anyway. You know what I mean? Like being able to have conversations with people, and plus like both of those guys, Xanders and Clark, like it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be lighthearted. It's gonna be some smiles, and you're gonna get stuff done. Both of those
Mm-hmm.
guys are really good
Yeah.
at their job and what they do.
Mm-hmm. They've been doing it for so long too.
Man,
So it's just like they in rhythm, they in
hmm
routine. So
hmm
they're always full of information.
I see you as a sports management major.
Yeah.
I am too.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Did you always want to be an AD?
Um, I feel like I always had, seeing my dad and my uncles, everybody just, they had our AAU team growing up. We had a
Knicks.
track
Shout out
team,
the
the Des
Knicks.
Moines Knicks, track Iowa.
Yeah.
So just seeing my dad and my uncle just create those opportunities for the youth in Des Moines, it's just a blessing to see. And seeing how many, like seeing the impact they had on the kids growing up, like it's bigger than just the sport. And when I started to like really see that, I'm like, I want to find my purpose and like giving back. And that always wasn't the like sports management. It kind of just fell into place, as I was seeking my basketball opportunities, trying to play professional basketball. And yeah, it was bigger than me. My steps were ordered to that, and it made sense and it lined up for me to get my master's in sports management for sure.
That's dope.
Yeah.
What would you share with anyone that is wanting to be an AD?
Yeah. Um, I'd say just like when I met with Jamie Pollard at Iowa State before, when I was really I was trying to get the experience. I was like, what do I need to do?
Was
What
he
do I
your
need to do?
AD when you was there as an athlete?
Yep, he was. And I met with him. He actually wrote me a letter recommendation for me too. But yeah, he was just like, hey, take it step by step. Enjoy it, enjoy the process. If it's supposed to happen, it'll happen. Make it a priority to, and just enjoy that process. So I would say, don't force it. Seek the opportunities and the the space that you're in, and talk to the people that are doing it. Talk to the people. That's what I was doing. Talking to the people who are doing it and making sure you're available. Like be available for. It might not seem like the greatest opportunity right away, but you can, get an entry level position and do that entry level position great. Do it well to the best of your ability, and then you'll just rank up. So,
And that's what that assistant position was for
yeah.
you. And then, you really gotta dedicate time to a job like that. I mean, obviously, anything in coaching and leadership and athletics, like you have to have a spouse that is also very supportive and family that's understanding
Yeah.
of like this baby, all this, because it is a baby. Like you're bringing it up, it's gonna require sacrifice, not just from you. Like I just don't think any coach or anyone that has a spouse that is going after something is successful without that person supporting them. Tell me about community sports movement.
Yeah, we're officially started and underway. First community sports movement.
And that's a nonprofit.
Yeah, we're a nonprofit here in Des Moines. Basically, having the purpose to give all youth sports opportunities, because a lot of families just don't know what opportunities are available. Some parents kind of shy away from getting their students involved because of the cost. So Community Sports Movement wants to cover that cost and provide scholarships for the youth. And
So you don't necessarily have the teams, but you figure out a way to help the kids financially or resources get connected to the teams, get to their tournaments, like those type of things like that.
Yep. So we're just the middle ground where eventually we would like to have camps and have teams, but right now, as we're getting started off, we're really just sharing the opportunity, giving students the scholarships, giving them a space to, learn, grow, participate in sports that they otherwise might not have received outside of a community sports movement. So
y'all better hear that.
yeah.
Community sports movement. That sounds like a beautiful resource for the community, the kids and the parents. What impact has community sports movement had in Des Moines already?
Yeah, we're definitely growing. I think I just talked to our one of our interns. She's our admin assistant, and so far this summer we've impacted like 60 to 65 kids.
Wow.
We've sent kids to we've sent kids.
That's a lot, man. That's
beautiful.
It
is, and it's really just not about the number. If one kid has had experienced a opportunity this summer, and learn from it, and we kind of spark that fire in them, that's what we do it for. And it's, there's 5 different camps that we went to. We did the Drake University basketball camp. We put on a skills camp with John Tay, John Tay. We did a camp with him. And then the Des Moines lab, we send some of our kids to do some athletic training out of Des Moines.
That's right off of Euclid up there.
Yep. So we sent some kids there, and opportunities.
I need to talk to him and get him on here.
Yeah,
because they have a resource that people need to know about. We were going to connect, and then that's when I resigned from coaching. But yeah.
So it's a blessing, man. I'm excited about where we're going with community sports movement.
How can listeners, like the people that are listening in, how can they support community sports movement?
Yeah. Really just sharing. And if you have any students that would benefit from any sports, like it's not just basketball. If you're a beginner and you don't know what your student is interested in, hey, we'll get some entry-level sports opportunities. It's not just for the advanced kids. It's for all kids that are wanting to experience sports. So just, if you got our link, go to our website, sign them up, and we'll get to work. We'll get to work trying to find that right opportunity for you.
We'll make sure we figure out a way to put that information
for sure
with this. Man, let's get to some of your your life, like who you are, like as a basketball player. Like, tell us a little bit about you, Kourtlin. Just tell us about you.
That's, as a basketball player, I definitely grew up around the game. My dad coached the Des Moines Knicks team.
How long did you have that program for?
Man,
quite a while.
It was a
right?
while. And he was doing my older brother's team, my team, my younger brother Avery's team, Keenan's team. So he was doing all of it. And it like, now just reflecting on it, I'm like, how did he do all that? Have all those teams, get them all in
some
tournaments.
Of the best players that out of the city come through the Knicks program.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the boy.
So when we moved down to Des Moines, from when we started Kingdom Hoops, I remember like we worked with Reggie on some of that. Like the kids would play for so long, and then I remember like Rakim and Chris and those guys come over, and they were in like 7th to 8th grade. And I remember the parents on our team didn't know, like you could tell that they were cautious of those kids. Like they thought that maybe they would have an attitude or whatever it was, but like those guys were the most coachable dudes ever, and like that's a testament to them, but also a testament to your dad. Like he coached, like he coached. He held kids accountable. He pushed them. He saw something greater in them. He didn't let anybody be lazy.
Right.
Like, and you had to play. For AAU programs, like the big thing is like, and I don't know where this started, and it's probably an ego-based thing, but you don't want to lose to somebody who doesn't have a full program. Right? That was like always the thing. But you better strap up when you're playing the Knicks because I don't
Yeah.
care what like who it was at the time.
Yeah, it was a culture, and that's where I learned my fight from my dad, man. Like seeing his passion, like I didn't have a choice. Like I was put into the position um, to fight. Like I played up with the big Knicks we called them. I played up with them some tournaments, and you know I just I just had that passion to want to be better and to be the best of my to get the most out of basketball. And it was a fun ride. And I like even when people didn't see the skill, they didn't see the D1 body. I still was like, no, I got a vision for it. I'm gonna reach my goal. Like nobody's gonna tell me that I can't do it because I'm gonna put the work in, and I'm going to, you know, like when I was at Iowa State, like going up against those guys in practice, like another position I was in where I didn't have a choice. I was gonna get killed, or I was gonna like start learning, start working, and develop their D1 habits so I could be a D1 player. So it was a fun experience, and it was like ordered steps the whole way. The way how I got on as a walk on at Iowa State, man.
How did you get on as a walk-on?
So this summer, I don't know what year it was, but there was a summer where I was just playing pickup at Hoover when Kourtlin Henderson, you know Henderson, yeah, when he was at Hoover.
People
still.
when my hair's short and I got my beard, people
Think
like
you
they
was
yeah like and me and him call each other and say it all the time. Like people always think it's him or me, but like I'm taller than him though. Y'all know I'm lying.
yeah. So Henderson,
Laughing
that's
too
my
hard,
guy.
but
That's
yeah,
my guy.
for sure, man. For sure.
But yeah, we was playing pickup, you know, so many times a week. And Henderson had a connection with Coach Korn, and Coach Korn was on as an assistant at Iowa State. And Coach Korn told Henderson, "Hey, we are looking for a walk on. You know any guys?" And connected with him. Went up there for kind of like a tryout, like a pickup game with the guys, and just gave my all. Hoiberg liked me. The rest is history, man. Got
Was
on.
that fun playing for Hoiberg?
Yeah, for sure.
He had a great year this last year.
He's one of my favorite coaches that I played for.
I was going to ask you that question.
Yeah,
so he's good.
He's really he's a player coach, and he instills confidence in his players. Like he really does. And when I saw that, you feel more comfortable going out there. You don't feel like if I make a mistake, I'm coming out. No, it's like, okay, coach knows you can play. Slow down, play your game, and do what you can do. Do what your coach knows. Do what you know you can do, but also do what your coach knows you can do. So that is really something that hit home for me, and I'm trying to develop that with my coaching at JCA. Like really, share with them what they can do. Also show what they can get better at, but also acknowledge what your players can do.
You're a great example of development not being linear. You know what I mean? Like you had to persevere through things. Like speak on that a little bit.
Yeah. So
because when you was on our 17U team, you was like 6'2", right? Your body hadn't filled out yet. You wasn't bouncing, like you wasn't like jumping from the free throw line like you was at Iowa State. A lot of things came together for you, and like obviously you had the heart. And I think a lot like you were a reserved guy. You know what I mean? But like, and you weren't emotionally charged through things. So I think people didn't know how hard your heart pumped for competition at times. So like speak on that, your development and not being linear.
Yeah, so it just comes down to knowing that you have a vision for it and like never giving up on that vision. Like I was probably better at track when I was younger. I was probably better at track than what I was at basketball. But I didn't have.
What events was you in track?
Oh, I ran the 800, 400. I was running them, and I actually got.
That's why you got them strides on you. That makes sense. I didn't know that.
I don't know what year it was. I have to ask my dad. He's great at this remembering. But I got 7th at nationals in the 800 one year for AAU. So on track Iowa. So, but I just decided that basketball was my thing. I made up my mind like, okay, I want to attack basketball and give my all to it. And if I give my all and I don't make it to D1, I can say when I'm older, like I did all I could do. But you know, even not making that top team in the AAU, it didn't waver in me. It didn't waver because I still had that vision, even if people didn't believe in it. And I was a skinny, short, not too skilled, but I had that like deep down. I knew that's what I wanted to do. And as I made it through my journey, I just kind of held to that. And I always had the faith too. So when you have the faith and you have that drive, oh, there's nothing that can stop you. Yeah, there's nothing that can stop you. So
it's funny, a lot of kids get hung up on what team they're on instead of like what opportunity does this present. Like, so for you being on that second 17 team, and we had an episode with Reed, and you were on that team with him. There's 5 or 6 pros on that team. I think it's because of me coaching them. But the opportunity was there for you to get playing time, for you to get reps, for you to get out there, and then even come back even better your senior year. And so many people are so worried about what team they're on instead of, this is still the off season, right? This is still an opportunity for you to improve, and being able to take advantage of that's everything.
Man, getting that experience playing, you have to play it to get to know it, to learn where your strengths are, learn where your weaknesses are. And that's something that I'm trying to get the JCA kids to understand. Like, yeah, I'm opening up the gym for you guys and I'm putting you guys in drills, but if you're not like taking advantage and like trying to get better and giving your best effort, you're wasting your time. Like, that's something that really stuck with me. Yeah, you gotta take advantage of every opportunity, because you never know how many more opportunities you're gonna have. You never know if you always gotta view it as you gotta outwork your competition. Because if there's other guys out there doing more, like how are you gonna compete if they're outworking you? So just always having that mindset, like, all right, what can I do today? What can I do to increase my chances of getting a scholarship one day or going pro? What can I do to increase that?
Was there a moment that you almost gave up at any point in time? We was almost like, man, I don't know if I can do this right now.
Yeah.
And you had to like see it through.
Yeah. I think, yeah, there was some times, but I always would fall back on, and I would have that network, that my family, my dad, like, oh, you're gonna fight through this, giving up. Like when I was at Minnesota State and I was a redshirt freshman there, the coach decided to go with a different group, so a lot of the guys got cut, and I was one of the guys that got cut.
And people don't understand that at that level, that can happen at any time.
Anytime. And it happened, and I was really just a conversation with my dad, like, all right, they just cut me. I don't have any offers. I don't know what I want to play, but is it realistic? Do I just need to go get my degree? And I made that decision. My dad was right there with me, emailing coaches, calling coaches, like trying to get a tryout. My dad ended up knowing a coach in Texas. This guy in Texas connected us with John Wood, went to a tryout at John Wood. So the opportunities will come. You just gotta, if you're set on it and you're driven, the opportunities will come. So that's what happened. And that moment, I remember that moment when I got cut. It was either play or just say it wasn't for me. And I decided nah.
I think everyone is faced with that. When you love something and you're passionate about something, like, you're gonna come to that fork in the road. You almost have to come to that, because then you gotta really decide, like, how much are you willing to do? How far are you willing to go to make this dream come true?
Right.
And if there ain't a moment where you're not looking at it eye to eye, like, all right, man, am I gonna keep doing this? And then when you say yeah, then ain't no looking back.
Yeah, you said it. Sacrifice. It's a sacrifice. You
Mm-hmm.
want it, you gotta go get it. Nobody's gonna hand it to you.
What do people often misunderstand about your era of basketball at Hoover?
Hmm. Yeah. That Hoover team, we could go.
Name some guy. Name the guys that was on that team with you.
Reggie White, Kelly Madison. Oh man, Kelly he could go, still could go. We had the White Sis Trunk, Ontario Brown, my guy to this day, Cedric Daniels.
Yeah,
Those
yeah,
guys. I mean,
yeah.
we when because we were with Xanders our first 2 years. We were with Xanders,
Mm-hmm.
and then when he left, went to Simpson.
That's right.
Henderson
That's
came
when
up,
Henderson came in.
and
Yeah.
it took us a while to buy into Henderson,
Mm-hmm.
but he was good. He was perfect for us because he showed us like, all right, y'all are good, but y'all still got some work to do.
Mm-hmm.
And when he came in, when I was at Johnston, I talked to him about it. Like he would play with us. He
People don't know
he
that
would
Courtney could hoop.
he would
He was
play
one
with
of the
us.
top 3 scorers in the country at one time. When he went to Southern, right,
Yeah,
in Louisiana, he's one of the top 3 scorers in the country at one
he
time.
could go
Yeah,
so smooth and shot. Oh man, Henderson,
great rhythm.
and he played with us. And when he played with us, that gave us more. We gave more respect with him.
Mm-hmm.
Like he could actually go. Let's listen. Let's buy in so we can make a run at this. And that's what happened. And it's hard. It's hard because you know playing with your team nowadays is kind of is just not really recommended. There's so many different you know age levels that you got, and it's just. But then when he did that, I think it was just a way that he could reach us at a deeper level.
And
And
at that time, I know for me, because I think me and Courtney are around the same age. Like, you're able-bodied at that time.
mm-hmm.
It's 2011, so you can do this thing. You can get busy in here and not have to leave limping up out of the gym. But you get a little older and it starts to look different. But yeah, when you can,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. Like I know I for the longest got on the court with my players.
Mm-hmm.
For the longest, like there would be times they would be in practice and I'd be like, all right, let me get out here. And I would tell them I was like, my team will win the game and I won't score a point.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just get the ball to people just because I wanted to show them like
Mm-hmm.
you can dominate games in different ways. Like
Yep.
you can impact the game in different ways. Like whatever gift you have, just do it. Like Reggie White's a great example for that. Man, he's one of the best defenders and energetic rebounding guys I ever coached.
Strong.
Strong, hands just strong,
Yeah.
man, and he can guard every position. At a time when guys weren't really doing a lot of that, man, he can switch off and guard a point guard, and
Yeah,
then
he wasn't just strong when we got older. When we was younger and he was playing with us, he was still strong, and you know, he he was a big asset to our team. Yeah.
and having Dwight, like Courtney reminds me a lot of what Coach McCollum does at Iowa.
Mm-hmm.
They're really good at controlling the tempo of the game.
Yep.
And Courtney does a really, really good job of getting his teams to control the tempo of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And, for a while, he always had a point guard. Like, you're not going to steal the ball from Dwight Sistrunk.
Nah.
Like, come
no
on.
chance.
Come on. There's no chance, bro. You're not going to steal the ball from Quincy King or Chris King. Like, what are we talking about, man?
Just get back.
Just get back, bro. Like Kenny Quinn, you're not going to steal the ball. Chase Henderson, you're not going to steal the ball from these guys, bro. Like he's about to get any look he wants.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to get it done. Make or miss, they might miss it, but he's going whatever he calls out.
Mm-hmm.
That team is about to execute it.
Yep. And when I was assistant there, learning under Henderson, man, it was a learning experience for me, seeing how locked in he was on his sets. Mm-hmm. We had so many sets, and the players, they caught on. They caught on, and having in a game-like situation, going with the flow of the game, seeing what the game needs, seeing what players to get the ball their hands on the ball, he would go click, draw up a set that works for that moment. Mm-hmm. And this
He's
the
so good with
players
his timeouts too.
the players got to be ready and never know what set he's going to draw up.
Mm-hmm.
But he made sure we prepared those sets. So when the game came around, it was just like clockwork.
How much time would y'all spend in practice on 5-on-0, you would say, when you was at Hoover?
At Hoover,
Yeah.
um,
Would y'all spend a lot of time running your sets, just like
yeah, we
repping them
would.
out?
Yep, and we would do it just 5-on-0, but we'd also bring that defense out,
Mm-hmm.
and because you can run
Yeah,
whatever you
yeah.
want on 5-0.
Yeah.
So, made sure to get that time. You got to have that time in because you never know what the basketball game is going to present to you. You got to make sure your team is ready.
And the more time you get working those sets, the more you start to understand like the wrinkles in them when the defense shifts different ways. So, because there's always 1 to 3 looks, right? You got A, B, and C option. Like, yeah, you're looking for this person, but if they overplay that person, which a lot of times they will because you're trying to get the ball to one of your best scorers a lot of times.
Yeah, and that having players that understand that is the difference between high school, college to the NBA. Players that can make reads live in the game, so the coach don't gotta call nothing. So you just got players out there that you can trust to, okay, if he's playing on the right and the guy in the corner isn't coming up, he's supposed to back cut. And it's just a look. You just make a look to your other teammate, dive.
That little cut out of your eye.
Yep. Just go. Just go. And you don't even gotta say nothing. Just
No.
go. It's just playing.
Yeah.
That's the separation right there from each level.
What did playing in Des Moines teach you about toughness? Like growing up from youth to high school, because I would argue that a lot more people played pickup ball back then. It wasn't just like, and I'm so for AAU, I'm so for trainers, tournaments, everything. I just wish we had more pickup basketball so the kids could find their identities a little bit more. So, yeah, what did playing in Des Moines teach you about toughness?
It taught me a lot. I feel like just knowing the guys in the city that are playing, going to play pickup with them, knowing who it is, knowing what players are in your position in Des Moines, I feel like it's just one of those things where you see the level of competition and you know what you need to work on. So, seeing all the players, like seeing the 06 Hoover team win that state title.
Xanders and those guys.
Yeah. And then seeing like, okay, when we was going to their camps, they were superstars. And they were superstars. They still are superstars because what they did, for the city and bringing that state title.
They're the last
they didn't lose a game.
They're the last championship in Des Moines Public Schools, aren't they? For
they
basketball, right?
They ain't lose a game that season. And having those players.
D'Anthony's a general, man.
What?
He's a general, bro.
He controlled the game.
He's a general.
Watching that team was fun. And going to those camps too, because that's another thing, having, programs from the youth that your players are helping out on to build that program is key too. And I think Coach Xanders did it. He did a great job with that. Getting his players to work with the younger players, like, hey, this is where he is in high school. They just won a state title, but he's here correcting you on your jump shot. So listen, seeing those guys that did it before you and then trying to reach towards, where they got,
We need more of that. We need like more of that again.
Yeah.
You're a basketball journeyman. How did each stop shape a different part of your game? Obviously, Minnesota State, then JUCO, then Iowa State, then, remember when I was doing those Dojo like pro runs at Kingdom Hoops there for a few years, and like you were playing?
Yeah.
Like there was a couple times, man, like I was just so wowed by you because I remember coaching you, and then to see like your development, like no one could stop you from getting to your spot. Like your feet were always the same on your shot, and it just seemed like you just were so efficient. Like you just didn't miss. And then, man, when you was going right, like people were lucky if you laid the ball up. You know what I mean? Like if you turned your hand over, it might. Yeah, like I physically got to see like where you was at and then where you got to. So how did each stop like add something to you?
Yeah. Each stop is just a building process, and it's development too. Like some things all aren't going to click right away.
Mm-hmm.
Like with my journey, I had to, like, when I went to Iowa State, I was really not shooting that well. So spending more time getting my shot smooth, getting more time, going left, because I could go right,
Mm-hmm.
but developing that left hand. So
Mm-hmm.
so I feel like,
And take like you, I think one place that you grew like exponentially was your ability to absorb contact.
mm-hmm,
When you was younger, being
avoid it.
skinnier,
Yep.
you avoided it. But
Mm-hmm,
like I was watching your highlights, your Southern Mississippi highlights,
mm-hmm,
and they were trying to be physical with you, and you was bumping them off of you and pulling up for three. It's a
mm-hmm,
really hard thing to do. Like bumping people off and getting to the rim is one thing,
mm-hmm.
but bumping people off at that 3 point line and getting your feet set back to your balance and your rhythm is a whole nother thing, man. And you was doing that, man. That's a hard skill to do.
Yeah, yeah, and that balance is key too. Because when I was at, you know when I was at JUCO, so out of Minnesota State, I saw high level weightlifting. When I was at John Wood, I saw the JUCO level weightlifting. When I got to Iowa State, totally different. I think my first workout I did in the weight room, went to the bathroom, threw up. It was, I'm telling you, it's a different level, and it's a different, like, if you're going to that D1 workout and you're not putting that hard work in, your strength coach is going to tell your coach, and your coach is going to find out, like, okay, this player is not putting his best effort in the weight room.
And they're gonna
Okay,
question what your effort's gonna be like on the court because of that, correct?
exactly. It all, like, so I had to buy in completely in D1 workouts. So that got my body. I was starting to feel a little more stronger, so I can start absorbing contact and finishing at the rim. And then once they found out I that's what I was trying to do, they started to sag off. So I had to, like, I started to develop that second year. I really started to focusing on my shot, making it smooth, you know, um, doing form shots, just doing what I can to get my mechanics, doing, making sure it comes off my hand the right way every single time. Um, so yeah, I think it's just like a building process, a fight that just never gives up, and always is like, what can I do better? Like, what can I work on this season to up my game?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that setting those personal goals are huge,
Mm-hmm.
huge in every area, not just basketball. Like, if you set a personal goal, it might not seem like a huge thing for somebody else, but if you set a personal goal and you take steps and you get it, that's a praise.
Mm-hmm.
You reach something,
Mm-hmm.
you set a goal, you took steps to get there, you celebrate it for yourself.
And that's gonna catapult you to the next one.
It's
And each one is gonna
it's gonna keep adding up.
yeah.
And then when you reflect, you're gonna be like, oh, hold on, I'm way up here. How did I get
Mm-hmm.
way up here? It's because you
Mm-hmm.
took that daily step.
Mm-hmm. Like a
So,
ladder.
mm-hmm.
Which college stop was the hardest on you emotionally?
I would say Southern Miss,
Mm-hmm.
because I loved it at Iowa State. So I loved it. It wasn't far from home. I was getting better. I was, going at these guys in practice. I thought I was going to earn a scholarship.
Did Hoiberg leave?
Hoiberg left.
He took he took a pro
Bulls,
draw.
Bulls,
Bulls,
the
yeah.
NBA. So he went to the Bulls, and I worked my way up. I was
Did you feel like you was
felt
gonna
like
have
I
a
was gonna
yeah,
have. I felt like I was
yeah,
gonna have one. And
yeah.
then they brought in a new coach, and I'm like, oh man. But the way that it happened, the Southern Miss happened. Doc Sadler was assistant my first year at Iowa State, and he took the Southern Miss job. And
The head coach there?
yeah, he was the head coach at Southern Miss, and he was like, hey, Kourtlin could play, so let's get him. And I was
you
like,
one of was you one of the top three? You was one of the top three scorers, right?
at Southern Miss?
Yeah,
Yeah, I believe I was the top
the
scorer.
top scorer. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was fun, but it was because he was on me. Doc Sadler, he's tough, and he's tough on his leaders because he knows the leaders is gonna get on. He's gonna help
The
be an
game's
example.
gonna be tough on the leaders.
Mm-hmm. So that I feel like that emotionally was hard because I was away from home. I didn't really know the players like I knew at Iowa State. I kind of worked my way up there, and I feel like I was starting from ground zero.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like at Southern Miss, it was a business trip too. I was
Mm-hmm.
getting my master's, and I'm like, I'm here at Southern Miss
So you
to
had
have
already
a great year.
graduated from, you'd already gotten your 4-year degree from Iowa State.
Yep, I got my undergrad from Iowa State, and then I did the grad transfer
Mm-hmm.
and got my master's in sports management from Southern Miss. Then after that, played a year pro ball at Australia. Came home and was like, I feel like God leading me to give back, and step by step, work for the youth, YMCA, Youth Justice Initiative, different programs for the youth, and now by God's grace, athletic director, got
That's
about
dope,
that my
man.
own nonprofit. So it's
That's dope.
yeah, it all worked out the way it was supposed to.
What skill of yours do you feel like coaches valued the most? Like obviously, like athleticism and size, like those are big
Mm-hmm.
things. But what do you feel like that, maybe at Southern Miss, that Doc, what did he value the most of your skill set?
Yeah, I think what Doc liked the most about my game was rebounding.
Mm.
Like that's what I made it a challenge. Like when I
Because
was
you
on
bring the
scout
ball
team.
up the floor, you could bring the ball up the floor
Yeah,
once you rebounded it.
yep. But when I was at Iowa State, I was on the scout team. So on the
Mm.
scout team, you know, I was, preparing the team for different players. But I would do that by also going getting offensive rebounds, chasing down every rebound. I would set those personal goals, and that when Doc saw that, he was like, "Oh, he's probably one of the best rebounders on this Iowa State team, and he's a walk-on. So what is he's doing something that that will help, you know, propel him into a scholarship, and it did because I gave that effort. And I feel like
That's beautiful,
when
man.
I was at Southern Miss, that what got me into that scholarship was my effort. Like I'm gonna attack you. I'm not gonna go around. I'm gonna try to go through you, and I'm gonna get to the basket. I'm gonna get to my spot, and constant pressure. One of the players that I'm a Kobe guy, so I'm always looking at Kobe highlights, seeing how he just mastered the game. But one of the players that I really also admire is Giannis, because
Yeah.
Giannis, he's just so like he'll get a rebound, go full speed down court. He's always putting pressure on your
Locomotive.
defense. He's always putting pressure on you. Like you can't. How do you prepare for that?
Yeah.
It's just constant getting the rebound, dunking on you, coming back, playing defense, getting a stop, coming right back at you. Like no rest.
You got to think, like, people don't think about the physics of attacking, like pushing the basketball. If you have the ball, you're running forward,
Mm-hmm.
right? So the defense, they're going backwards,
Mm-hmm.
right? A lot of times they have to turn and run,
Yep.
and if you can just go, and you can see those lanes and turn their hips, a lot of good things can happen, like for
Yeah.
you and your team.
You're at a disadvantage defensively if somebody is attacking at you. Now, if you go around and try to go left and right, you can move your feet a little bit. But if you're going at them and try to go through them,
They're gonna get a
do?
foul,
Right? What
yeah.
can you do?
Nothing. How can this is a good? It's a good question. I came up with two. I got two good questions here. If you had 1 hour with every high school player in Iowa, what would you teach them?
1 hour.
1
So
hour.
I got 1 hour.
Yeah, 1 hour. What's the
One
one
session.
thing? One session. What's the
Okay.
one thing you would make sure they leave with?
Yeah, I feel like it would be different for each because I would try to do a little research on each player to see what they need. But I really, what I'm,
You feel like that effort that you talk about?
yep, effort. So I would try to challenge them from the beginning of that first hour. Like, all right, what are you like? How are you gonna run this sprint? Are you gonna run it to your hardest, or are you gonna save that energy for the end, or are you gonna get warm and then you're gonna run it, or are you gonna be stretched and ready to go at that first hour? That's what I would do. See,
Coaches have favorites.
Yeah.
Like, people don't understand, like, coaches have favorites, but 9 times out of 10, that favorite is going to be the person that's giving max effort,
doing the extra
stuff, the one they don't have to motivate to play hard.
That's my question for you. How do you?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I got you.
Uh-huh.
How do you? Because it's a process. I know.
Mm-hmm.
How do you develop fight
Mm.
in a player? Because if you see the skill, you see it, but how do you develop that fire, that fight in them, that will help them get to where they want to go quicker? Because you can see it in a player,
Mm-hmm.
but you also gonna be like, all right, you're not there. You got to
Mm-hmm.
keep driving. Like, how do you get that in a player?
That's a great question, but a very hard answer because I think that I'm on both sides of the coin. Like I'm the same guy who feels like I can help a guy, a player, a gal be tougher, but also there's a part of me that feels like if they ain't got it, they ain't got it.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you gotta like have it in you. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's drills, right? Like, you know, at North we used to do a drill where I'd have three basketball players. It's a 3-man drill,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody had to put their hands on the ball
Mm-hmm.
like this, and I say go, and then they wrestle for it.
Yeah.
I'm talking about on the ground, rolling, you name it, and then whoever pops up with the ball is 1-on-2 that way.
Mm-hmm.
And then if somebody steals the ball, the only rule is it's got to change directions and go the other way.
Right.
So by the time,
They was fighting.
not only they fighting themselves, they're tired, So now they're like, so then you get to see. I think putting kids in situations where you can evaluate their toughness.
Mm-hmm.
Also learning in those situations who's the one that I can like challenge a little bit more,
Mm-hmm.
and then who's the other ones that's like this might be a lot for them, so you got to nurture them a little bit
Yeah.
more. Um, some kids just don't.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't have it, and part of that answer is I'm always going to go back to this is pickup basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Pickup basketball, it's a fight or flight activity. Like ain't nobody out there. Like if your mom shows up tomorrow, you ain't picked my son up, dog. Don't come back to that court, man. Ain't nobody picking you up ever again, dog. Like
Right.
can't nobody fight for you out here.
Right.
You ain't give my son his foul call. Hey, ma'am,
Right.
he this ain't helping him. Like they gotta figure it out. They gotta have that feeling of not getting picked up. They gotta have that feeling of losing a game. They gotta have that feeling of getting the ball stolen from them. Somebody talking trash to them. Like
Mm.
experiences just kind of.
Gotta get them playing.
And I think you got to be creative, man, and just have some hope that it's just gonna work itself out somehow.
And pray, huh?
Yeah, and pray, yeah. Because it is a different generation. My son, man, Julius, he's 4 and he wanted a little snorkel kit. So he asked me and we went to the store and we went to like 3 different stores and we couldn't find them. So I was like, okay, son, I'll order one. So I ordered it and I showed it to him and he was like, is it at the house now? I'm like, oh.
Should have showed it.
But also like in his mind it's supposed to be there now.
Mm-hmm.
They like our youth grow up in an environment where they can order a pair of shoes for basketball and it can be at their house in 2 days.
Yep.
Like anything that they want is at the extension of their thumbs and it's quick, and nothing that you're working for or fighting for comes quick.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a lot of like time and effort. It takes you not thinking it's gonna work. Well, I've been working on my shot all summer. I'm not making any shots. I bet you if you go for 2 more days, that's the moment it's gonna fall through. It's gonna work for you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, that's a great question, man. Let me know when you figure out the answer, brother.
I'm gonna use that drill. I'm gonna use that drill.
Yeah, man. Just come up with drills. Come up with stuff. You can do it in conditioning ways. What we did a lot of times. Um, I would mask stuff as competitions. So some days I walk in the gym and be like, man, I want to see who's my fastest guy today.
Mm-hmm.
And I just do a sprint tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And then like last year, we had big fella Corday, he's 6'8", and he was one of our top 4 sprinters. But because of that, I could challenge him the rest of the year because while you competing, you showed us you can do it. You showed us now.
Right.
So don't not do it now.
Right. Don't fall on it. You did. Yeah.
So once you put them in situations where you show them that they can do it and they show themselves they can do it, Now that bar just moved up a little bit, and now that's where we're educating from.
Yep.
That's the spot we got to talk from. So
Yeah.
that's a good question.
Yeah.
You got any more you want to throw out there?
Yeah. So we talked about culture, right? Did I ask you about culture
You
already?
haven't yet.
Okay. So JCA, being the athletic director. This summer, I've been really trying to change the culture, let the parents know, hey, sports is not just a school year thing, it's a year-round thing. We're going to be opening the gym up. We're going to do camps. It's starting to click a little bit. There's starting to be a little interest. What is the best, or what can you do to put the school or your program in the best position for you to build and change the culture from, it's not even changing the culture, it's building a culture.
I was going to ask you,
Yeah.
did you even have a culture before? Or are you in a spot where you're like creating the culture?
It's more like creating it. There
Which
were some
to me,
things,
that's a better spot to be
Yeah.
in than having to change it.
Yeah.
Creating the culture is just you deciding the direction, in my opinion. And I'm going to always go back to this because you said it, and I just think that this is what this episode is about. And I think your culture should be, it should hang its hat on your culture. And your culture was effort. Yeah, your culture was like showing up and just giving effort and letting the chips fall where they may. And if you can get people to buy into that, because they bought into you, and if they bought into you, then like you're a tangible. Do they know your story?
Some of my players know. Some of the players I coached for 8th grade and for varsity or JV boys last year, they kind of know. I kind of share with them my play, watch my highlights and things like that. But they don't really know. Like,
What
they
about
was
having
fighting.
like a parent night, like having some kind of event where you people get to try stuff and sign up for stuff and do stuff, and then there's like a 10-minute portion where you get to tell your story
Yeah.
and the path that you went, and like why effort is so important to you, and how effort can help a non-athlete, because everybody in that place ain't gonna go play, and eventually the ball's gonna stop bouncing. But if they can walk out of here with an ability to have effort, to me that just matches up with you. But I think creating it, deciding the direction you want it to go,
Yeah.
and then creating that culture, that's actually fun. Changing culture is tough.
Yeah.
Creating, like when I first took the job at North, a lot of people thought I was changing the culture, but I didn't really think it had a couple gap years where it didn't, like Chad Ryan had a culture.
Yeah.
Like they had a style, they had a way they played, and then he left, and there was a couple years in there where they still won some games, but people was unsure. And for me, it just was like, I want my guys to play hard. Like every time they step on the court, I want it to look and feel a certain way. I want the fans to always feel like we got a chance to win, and we're gonna share this ball, and then like play with maximum effort, and not talk back to the referees. That was probably the one thing I wanted to change when I got there, because some of that stuff had happened before. But
Yeah.
figuring out where you want to go with it and creating it, man, like you're the guy for it. You're perfect for it.
Appreciate that. I appreciate that. It definitely feels like purpose, man. I'm enjoying where I'm at, and it's only because people before me, seeing my dad do it, seeing coaches like you invested in the players, not just on the floor, off the floor, making an impact on lives. I think that, having those people to look up to has definitely shaped me where I'm at and put me and placed me into this position. So
You got another one for me? Want to shoot something back and forth? I say one, you say one.
yeah, those are the big ones.
Those are the big ones.
Yeah, those are the big ones. But yeah, I'm taking them drills, so don't be mad if you.
No, not court. Hey man, hit me up, man. I'll come over.
Oh yeah,
I'll do something with you.
come talk to the team.
Yeah,
Do some team building.
I will. Anything you need, man. I'm for it, man. I could tear up, like sharing how like important it is for me to. I'm just a crusader for the game, man. I want it to be. I still think it should be about kids learning about themselves. I still think it should be about like the pursuit of something. I think should be about learning how to operate and interact with teammates that maybe you don't even get along with, but for this 32 minutes or 40 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
man, we're going to do this together.
Yeah.
You know, like there's a lot of life lessons that should be happening
Yep.
in that game, and your faith should be tested, and like, you know, you should get closer to God, and you know, your relationship with, you know, all those things should constantly build, and not based on, you know, effort, or I didn't get a scholarship, or this coach didn't call me. Like those
Mm-hmm.
things are byproducts.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man, anything, I'm telling, I promise you, anything you need, man. Like,
Yeah.
and I got time now, cuz I'm not
Right.
coaching, so I can come during the year, like whatever, man.
Okay,
I
we
would
gonna
love
stay
that
connected.
for sure.
What's your goal behind? Because this podcast is good, man. I'm
Mhm,
locked in. I'm listening. I'm hearing you. I'm
mhm,
seeing your social media posts.
mhm.
What's the goal? Where you trying to? Where do you see this taking and making an impact? Where you want it? Where do you? What's your vision?
I mean, to like the dojo is a movement,
Mm-hmm.
and like it's a global movement. You know, I'm actually meeting with the publisher tomorrow. I wrote 6 children's books, like a
Yeah.
series of 6 children's books,
Mm-hmm.
based on the emotional wheel. And then, you know, we'll hold classes here. I see myself traveling the world, being able to impact the game of basketball and have conversations about
Mm-hmm.
what the game is about, and also knowing that, man, I'm a man of God. Basketball is secondary,
Amen.
right? This is the bus that I get to drive.
Uh-huh.
Um, but you know, um, we got to take care of the church, right? In the temple, and that's what we are, right? And we have to treat our minds the right way, and we have to treat our bodies the right way. And to have a focus, to have a sport where you can challenge your body
Mm-hmm.
and pursue things, it'll make you learn stuff about yourself. It'll make you learn stuff about the world around you. So, um, yeah, basketball just it's fun, right? But like ultimately, like who are we becoming as people, you
Mm-hmm.
know? And are we building the kingdom? And that's the thing that really matters for me, man. So
Yeah.
um, I I see this going. You know, it's actually funny, man. Kobe's sitting right there. His is
Yeah.
basketball, but
Yep.
uh, I want to put so much effort into this. Like I know Kobe probably wanted his jersey retired, right? But did he ever think he was gonna have two? You know what I mean? So like we can have a vision, like we can kind of see it a little bit, but I look forward to seeing where God takes it.
Yep.
Right? I look forward to seeing where God takes me, where God takes my team, you know, all the people that are helping me, you know, move this forward. So, yeah, man, I just want to be a crusader for the game of basketball and, you know, young people.
Mm-hmm.
So,
That's big time. And you mentioned uh, personal goals. I mentioned that too. Just setting them and trying to reach them, but also praying on them too.
mm-hmm,
Because if you just set them and try to get them on your own, it
mm-hmm.
might be a tall task.
Facts.
You bring God into it, and He gonna do more than the goal you set.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a big
Our
part.
only requirement when there's a miracle happening is to do, right? Like when Moses turned his staff to a snake, God told him to pound it first,
Mm-hmm.
right? That woman had to touch the hem of his garment first. Like it
Mm-hmm.
takes for the person to go, to take that first step to do. So right now I'm in the do phase.
Yeah.
Like I'm in the phase of not asking any questions.
Mm-hmm.
Like the second God puts it on my heart, like I don't have to pray about it. I know who put it there.
Amen.
So like now it's just now I just go, and instead of, because a lot of times, like even right now, like I'm doing this podcast, and it, I would have stopped because I wouldn't have done it before if I didn't have 2 or 3 cameras, and I didn't have the angles and the edits. Now I'm taking this raw and just putting it right on YouTube
Mm-hmm.
because I just got to go,
Yep.
and the rest will come together. Like eventually, you know, maybe this operation explodes, right? And you know, we got multiple cameras, and who knows, but I can't worry about that. I
Mm-hmm.
just gotta go.
Right.
So yeah,
Yep.
that's my goal right now, man. Is
That's
just
what
to
I'm
go.
talking about. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. How can a parent support a late bloomer without adding pressure?
Mm. Yeah. That's a deep question right there. Cause,
Because you have a very solid parent, like, and it's actually interesting, like
mm-hmm.
this top 10 and I was talking to Coach Ford, and I think I probably said it in the last. I'll repeat a lot of things because that things just are passionate to me. But I was telling Coach Ford that 2 years ago. I was like, this getting out of the mud thing. I wonder if it's going to be a thing anymore,
Yeah.
right? And then you look at this year's draft class, and the top 10 guys all got two-parent homes. So to
Mm-hmm.
be able to be in a home where like, and your folks is solid, bro. Like as solid as
Man,
they come,
blessing,
man. Chills,
blessing.
bro. So to have that, knowing that you're a late bloomer, like that's gotta make you feel like you can accomplish anything.
Man, the love and the belief, the inspiration, the faith, the drive, the fight that I talked about, the passion, it all comes from having that foundation in Christ, developing, knowing, learning the word, being in the church, and then also having parents that, you know, they're they don't take no for an answer. They're trend, like they're driving after their stuff. So when you see that, like you don't even got a choice. And for your
Lead by
question,
example.
lead by example. And then for your question about late bloomers, I didn't bloom, but my dad, he saw it. Like if you see it in your kid, you don't give up on your belief. You don't want your student to give up on themselves either, but you don't give up in your belief in your kid, so that they have that encouragement, so that whenever them thoughts come, like, man, I give up, or I can't do this no more, like it's too much, they can fall back on you, like, okay, I see my dad believing in me, so that puts a little level of comfort in it. Yeah.
We got a couple more questions here. We can do like a little speed round. Um, what did adversity reveal to you about your character?
I think adversity for me, it showed me my my desire to want to be better, um, because I never, like, given up. Like when those thoughts would come, or like, man, this maybe not for me, they were outweighed. So um, adversity just taught me to, life lessons. Like if I'm going to dedicate my life to, playing basketball or get my education, you got to have you got to have your prioritized the right way. You got to take less time out with your friends, more time working on your craft, because it's all about experience. You got to get out there and do it, like you just said. You got to go do it. Some lessons can't teach them. You just got to go, and that's what adversity taught me. Like you can say all you want. You can say, "Oh, I'm gonna do this," or "I'm gonna go D1." No, are you gonna put the D1 work in? Are you gonna put the pro effort in? That's what you're going. That's what adversity taught me.
You was talking about friends and school, and I heard a coach tell me this a long time ago. Man, you got as you know a student athlete,
Mm-hmm.
you got school, you got sports, and you got social life. You only get two out of the three. You don't get to have all three, and you got to choose,
Mm-hmm.
right? And the one that has to be paramount is like you have to be a student. You have to be
You got
eligible
to, yeah,
to play. And then if you consider yourself an athlete, if you're spending more time with your friends,
man.
or on your game than you are on the video game than you are your actual
What
game,
you doing?
then you're choosing. Like in
Yep.
that moment, you're choosing what the two things are that are going to be the most important for you. So when that season comes along or that moment, you're 4 points away from getting to the state tournament. That's a choice that you made
You made a long time ago.
months before.
Yep.
There's no luck in those moments.
Man, and like I said about Southern Miss, it was a business trip, and it's not just Southern Miss. It was constant decision, decision, decision that you gotta make in your mind, so that you stay focused on that vision that you got for yourself. It might not, it's not their vision, it's not your coach's vision, it's not your friend's vision. your vision. You gotta stay focused on it and keep driving after it, because there's gonna be a lot of distractions. We know that we're not, you know, there is an enemy too. He gonna be whispering in your ear, telling you can't do it.
The enemy, no.
Man, he gonna tempt you, and he gonna try to test you. But you gotta, if you have those values, you're grounded in faith. You're a trendsetter. You setting them goals. You driving after it. Nothing. I think I just made a post on social media. Like, nothing can stop you when you're in tune with God, you're in tune with yourself, and what you want, and you're driven after it. Nothing can get in your way.
Pew, 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 rapid fire. We'll do a little rapid fire, man, and then we'll close up here in a minute.
Okay.
And you can ask me some more questions too after we do this if you want.
Okay.
Who's your favorite coach and why?
My dad.
Beautiful.
My dad, because I got my fight from him. I got the discipline from him. I got, the drive from him. He's never fancy with the ball. If you've seen him play pickup, he's never fancy with the ball.
I never got to see him play.
Man, he can go.
Really?
And I'll hear stories about, like, I was just at the JCA banquet. It was, I don't know how long ago it was, a couple months ago. But there was a guy, he was like, was that Reggie Jackson sitting at your table? I was like, yeah, that's my dad. He was like, oh, man, you don't know. He could go.
Where did he go to high school at?
He was in Marshalltown. Yeah, but he went to Simpson too.
Okay.
And the guy that was talking to me, the guy that was talking to me was like, that's your dad? Man, I remember we played in an alumni game, and he trying to guard him. I was sitting here, and he gone. I'm like, I see that, because he can run for days. Yeah. If you know what he looked like, he been looking like that for forever.
We used to so when because I was coaching you, I would hear him, Kourtlin, and we used to kind of laugh because, like, he'd be in the most obscure places of the gym, but you could hear his voice. I'd be like, is Reggie up on is he the ceiling somewhere?
Man,
he was like, Kourtlin.
And I could hear him, like, anywhere. I could hear his whistle, and he always would be like, finish.
Yeah.
Finish the layup, or even he would say finish at the track meet too. Yeah. Finish the race, like, finish.
Yeah.
And that,
very wise man.
Man, having that support, man, it speaks to everything, like, that I accomplished, that I'm reaching for. Having that, that home life.
Who's the toughest defender you ever faced?
Toughest defender.
You like myself? No,
that's hard, because you normally think about players that the best, like, player you played against, but the toughest defender.
Like, who made it hard for you to, like, who made you have to work to score that ball?
Yeah. I remember a JUCO game. I don't even know this guy's name, but I was attacking the basket, but he always, like, would be there to contest the layup, and I just couldn't. He for that game, he figured out what I was trying to do, where I was trying to go. I don't know if he was watching film. I don't know, but that game right there, when you gotta admire when somebody he watched film and come back to the drawing board. Next game, he ain't gonna stop me like that.
Those games are good too, because they teach you so much. When you face somebody that makes it tough that night, and then you kind of watch him like, oh, how is he playing me? And sometimes it's funny, defenders that wall up around the basket sometimes are the hardest ones to finish against.
Yeah.
Because you can't, find that contact, and it don't affect them.
Yeah.
What was your best lesson from JUCO?
JUCO was fun, man. I got friends that.
It's a fun style of ball.
Man, it was the lifelong friends, and I was there for one school year, and I made Xavier Lacey. He was at my wedding. That's my guy to this day. I know he said he's gonna be watching, that's so dope, when he see that. But yeah, JUCO,
it's a different kind of ball. I got to play JUCO ball too.
Yeah,
you're a bunch of young guys that's all trying to figure it out.
Young guys, and it's a fight. It's a fight because
everybody's got dreams right now.
Everybody and everybody there's 3 guys at your position. At my position at John Wood, there's 3 guys. So I got to beat out 3 guys. I gotta beat out 3 guys, and I gotta show the coach that I can play, so that he puts me in the game and not take me out and put the
Every
other
week.
guy. Man, it's a battle, and that's why, like the JUCO guys that I'm still cool with, they joke around because they said I used to beat up on them because I'm attacking the basket.
Yeah.
I'm hitting you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to,
Swinging the ball over top.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm trying to attack you because I know if coach sees it in practice, he sees me going at you and you backing up,
Yeah.
not trying to guard me.
Yeah. Take one
What
of them
can he
off the
do?
list.
Yeah, what can he do?
Yeah.
Like he gonna have to. You don't.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you a chance
No.
to think like, oh, he's not ready or he's not in shape or he. Nah, I'm not giving you
College
the opportunity.
athletics is so unique because like you're in constant competition with the guys you're closest with. It's like this weird energies and balance of energy. Like
Yep,
you're constantly going at each other's head, but then you're also celebrating each other when the game comes.
it
It's so
is.
interesting, man.
It is.
It's
It's a
so interesting.
family.
It
I mean, you
is.
come out as a family, but it's a fight. It's a dog fight because you trying to fight for a scholarship. You're trying to fight for education. You're trying to fight for opportunity. So that's why I feel like those relationships are so key because you going to war with them,
Facts.
against them, and going to war with them.
Facts.
So that's big
And
time.
they see the worst of the worst. They see the tears, the cut open lips, the stitches, all of it, man.
All of it.
And a lot of times, I know for me, like I feel like I don't feel like you can make it all the way through college without something happening in your family either.
Mm-hmm.
Like somebody gets sick or maybe somebody passes away, and then like to see how people surround themselves around you and like how you can surround yourselves around that person and be like, you go to their dorm and you check on them like, bro, we got you, man. Like we know this is tough, and those moments really solidify those relationships for life as well, man.
Yeah.
What was your best lesson at Iowa State?
My best lesson at Iowa State was if you surround yourself. So I knew I was a D1 player, but I've never gone against D1 players every day. So you can surrounding yourself and practicing with those D1 players, it forced me to be a D1 player. And that's not just for basketball. If you surround yourself with generational leaders and people making an impact in your community, you're going to see what they're doing. You're going to incorporate your way of doing it. You don't got to copy them. Incorporate your way of doing it. That's what I did at Iowa State. I went up against them, didn't back down, was attacking them just like I was attacking those JUCO guys. So it started there. Like it built up to when I went to Iowa State. But I learned that lesson, like when you surround yourself with people that even you say they're at a higher level than you, or they feel like they made it, you make an effort to compete against them for basketball, and then out off the court, just to meet with them, talk with them, see how they got to where they're going, and don't try to mimic, but just make it your own.
Little pieces.
Yeah,
Sure.
That's why Kobe Bryant, man, he was he would if he didn't know if he needed answers, he would ask. Like he would go to people, why
People for some reason think that's a sign of weakness.
No, it's not. And because I think he even said he saw how Michael Jackson's work ethic, he thought he worked hard. But when he saw Michael Jackson's work ethic, he was like, oh, what am I? Like, it's just, it's not just basketball. Like people at the top of their industries, it's not luck. Like
Not
they put
one
the
bit.
work in, and
luck. What people think is luck, like that lightning bolt moment, is effort and preparation and opportunity. It's like it all meets. Like you can hit a last second shot, but if you're down 20, it don't mean nothing. You feel warm and fuzzy that you're down 17 now at the end of the game, but y'all wasn't prepared. Like there has to be a preparation to absorb what people call luck. There's like you make your luck.
It's just a principle. It's a principle. You put the work in, it will show. Like you get this, then you get that. It just goes together. You can't just get that. It don't work like that.
What was your best lesson at Southern Mississippi?
Southern Miss. Um, so it was work time. It was work time because I finished.
I thought you got you finally got a chance to be the man there.
Yeah, I was, and I like. It was a fun year because it was my first season. Because at Iowa State I didn't play. At Minnesota State I was a redshirt freshman. JUCO I had a full season. It was my first time playing a full season Division I basketball.
That was your 5th year of college.
5th year.
Wow, that's
So,
perseverance.
man, perseverance, and I took advantage of the opportunity. Man, I had fun, traveled. Best game my senior year. It's 40 points.
Yeah, 40.
40
Against who?
Marshall.
Ooh.
It was at Marshall. My first.
How did you know? How did you know? Like, because you know after the first couple, like the
Oh,
first
yeah.
few shots.
Yeah.
So like, tell me what happened. Like, how you knew?
Oh yeah, I was just from the jump, from warm up. When I went out there for warm up, it was.
Was you on the road?
Yep, it was
Even
at
better.
Marshall.
That's even better.
Man, the crowd was in there too. It was, man. It was. I got the film. My dad was there. I think you could even hear my dad yelling.
Yeah, of course you can. Of course, I believe it.
Man, I was hitting them. Man, it was a field.
How many
day.
threes you hit that game?
I had 40, so probably like
6 or 7. Yeah.
Probably like 6 threes, and it was deep.
You was probably getting to the free throw line too, wasn't
Man,
you?
getting to the free throw line, finishing at the rim.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun. And the guy, and they was like, "Why ain't you been doing this all year? Like, why? Like,
How late in the season was it did that happen?
It was my last away game. It was my last away game.
What was there? What opened you up in that? What opened you up in that game? Like,
man, I feel like it was just all like clicking. It was just all clicking. Like I prepared for the game. You know, we did the routine, watch film on the team, and I just, after that first shot, it just felt so good, and I just was in rhythm. That kept going back to me, and I feel like it all, like my senior season, there were some 30-point games.
Which was really your first season.
Yeah, and there were some 30-point games, there were some 20-point games, but never as efficient as that 40.
Mm-hmm.
Like that game, like it just clicked. The coach, Doc Sadler, was even like, "What are y'all doing? Give him the ball. He's hot." I'm like, that first half, it was like three,
mm-hmm.
layup, 3, like possessions back to back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's just one of those moments where you're in rhythm, you're not forcing
You're
it.
in that flow.
You're not forcing it.
Yeah.
It just makes me think of SGA in that interview he had.
Yeah.
He was like, he was just like, "I'm not forcing it. I'm just playing. I'm just hooping." When you get into a mode like that, there ain't no, you have to have 40 because you're gonna be efficient and you're doing exactly what you practice.
And that's where all that like practice and effort and the opportunity, all that stuff meets, and like that's the like with the dojo, like that's the goal of this, is to help players and people understand like what that space is for them and to be able to get to it. Because if you're a player that can get to your rhythm right away, like it doesn't take for somebody to slap you in the face or foul you hard or
Mm-hmm.
dunk on you or to talk trash. This is just like when the game starts, I'm here. I know my rhythm, I know my spots, you know, I know my game. So I just got to get to those things, and
Mm-hmm.
things will work out the way it needs to work out.
Yep.
What's your top? Is that your top basketball memory? What's your top basketball memory? That was my next question.
Ooh, that's tough because when I was at Iowa State, they played in the summer league, and I got MVP one year, the Cap City Summer League.
That's when all the college teams was. That's when more like Drake and Iowa State and them
Iowa
was all,
State, and it was huge back. It was huge back in the 2014 season, and I had an MVP season, so I was averaging 40 every game. I averaged 40, but the top game, I believe, I had 60. I had like 61, and I mean, it was. They used to have the highlight on YouTube. I don't know where it went. I don't even know who posted it.
I think it's on there.
I don't
There's
know.
a Cap City. Is it a red jersey? What was
I think
the jersey?
I had a purple.
Oh, okay.
I think I had a purple jersey on. But
is that when they had it at Valley Southwoods?
Yep, Southwoods.
Yeah.
Yep. But man, my dad will tell you, I was.
I know he
That's
was.
when I was like, I had like the young, like powerful,
Them spry
explosive
legs,
legs.
yeah.
Yeah, like you. That's when I was at the top of my
There's only a
game.
window for that. It feels like sometimes, man.
Man, I was. It was. It was one of them. It was one of those seasons where it all clicked.
Mm-hmm.
You saw my personality out there playing basketball because I was getting a rebound and I'm pushing it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm pushing it. If you're not running the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I get into that drive,
Mm-hmm.
like there's no stopping me. And I think of Reed. I remember we were playing pickup at Kingdom one year,
Mm-hmm.
and Reed was on the team, and I was in one of those modes where I'm attacking and I'm gonna get to the basket. I'm not passing.
Mm-hmm.
And Reed was like, after the game, he was like, I finally figured it out. I gotta yell your name to get you to kick it, because you're so like
Well,
you
once
just
you're in
look,
that
you
mode,
see it in my
yeah.
eyes like
Yeah.
I'm done, like I'm at the rim.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, yeah, you gotta scream Kourtlin when you play with him. So he kick it, and you know Reed wanted, he wanted,
Yeah,
so he could.
yeah.
Yeah,
Both of y'all trying to score that basketball.
on the same
we
team, man.
man, need to get 2 basketballs out here for y'all. I mean, so this will be the last question I got for you.
Okay.
If there was a young player watching who feels like forgotten, overlooked, maybe behind,
Mm-hmm.
where everybody else is at, what would you want them to hear from someone who lived that exact story? Also, knowing that these kids are in a social media world, and like one of the byproducts of social media is comparison.
Yep.
Like it puts this spirit of like comparison inside of you, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you see people your age getting offers or looks or videos or rankings,
Mm-hmm.
and that kid maybe just may not be there yet. So as somebody that kind of went through that, like,
Yeah.
what would you share with them?
I would share uh, personal goals, like talking to your coach, saying, "Hey, coach, what things do I need to work on?" And just tell them, like, be real. Like, I want to get better.
Mm-hmm.
So, what things can I work on? And not just going to one coach, even going to your friends. Like, hey,
Mm-hmm.
what do you think I need to work on to get better? What things do you see in my game that I can enhance? So, when you hear that information, write it out. Say, hey, okay, coach says this, my friend says this, okay, I say this. And looking at what comparisons you see or not, just looking at what they say and taking it as constructive criticism. Like, okay,
Almost like data, like
yeah,
information, like this
yep,
keeps popping up.
yep. And when you see it, you can then take step by step, go to the gym. Okay, I need to work on my left hand. So do left hand drills. Okay, I need to work on going right, but when I pull back, the ball's in front of me and I dribble it off my leg, or working on my counters. So figuring out what your coach says, your friends say, and what you say, and seeing how you can take one step at a time to enhance that skill. You don't got to get better at it in one summer. No, it's going to take you being dedicated and mastering it. Like taking finding a drill that will help you, that you can do by yourself, that you have fun, like you enjoy doing it, and mastering it. Like not trying to do all these drills on YouTube, or you see the pros doing it, so you want to try to do it. No, find a simple drill, master it, and you'll see the progress.
Facts. I do got one more question.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel like what's something you remember from like me coaching you, or like how did I help or impact like you and your basketball journey, the time that we got to spend together?
Yeah, I remember vividly. I don't know if I was back home from college or even when I was going to go play pro, it was a pickup, and I asked you to work me out. And I don't even know how the conversation went, but I think we were talking about, okay, what do you want to work on? I think that was the first time a coach like was like asked me, Like, what do you feel like you need to work on?
Mm.
Because other times, like you'll go to a workout and they'll just have drills already
They
set
got the
up. You got
cones all set
all.
up. Yeah.
He was like, "What do you want to work on?" And I was like, "Dang, I don't know, coach. What do you think I need to work
Yeah.
on?" He was like, "Let's work on your passing. Let's work on your passing.
Reed told me to tell you that. No, that's why.
But we didn't just do passing. Like we
You were a better,
incorporated.
but you were like Reed too, though. Kourtlin, you were a better passer than like
Mm-hmm.
than you were offensively focused. So like
Mm-hmm.
you were a good passer too, though, man. Like
Yeah.
you could see things, but your thing was putting that biscuit in that basket.
Yeah, so we did the passing drill and then you incorporated more like so I was locked in doing some scoring stuff.
Mhm.
But that was what I remember
Mhm.
vividly.
I
Like you
remember
being
that.
that coach that kind of was
Yeah.
like making me think a little bit like
Mhm.
you want to work, what you want to work on, what you want to do, how do you want to approach this time that we got on the court. So
I don't know if I was trying to make you think. I think it was as basic as like like we had been detached for a little bit,
mm-hmm,
right? And like your trajectory was great at that time. Like
mm-hmm,
obviously we just got done playing, so I'm like, I wonder what Cortland feels like he needs to work on, like moving to this next level. So,
yeah,
and that was around that time. I mean, that gym was full of pro guys at that time, right? It's like you, like Pete's in there, and Tybee's in there, and
mm-hmm,
Kurt's in there,
yep.
and then Pete's got Troy Williams in there who played at Indiana. And it's like guys are like flying all over the place. It's
Yeah,
unbelievable, man.
yep,
So everybody had a sense of where they was at in their game. So when I started working out pros more, it was like a lot of conversations before to be like, man, what are you trying to add? Like, because you guys are already really, really good.
mm-hmm,
So now, like, how do we sharpen some things? But then, like, if you want something that you need to add, like, then I feel like I can help instead of me coming in and be like, we're doing this, this, and this. You're like, I already do this.
yeah,
Like, I didn't want to do that, man. I wanted to add value. And you know what's interesting at that time when I was working out with all you pro guys, like, I never charged anybody $1.
mm-hmm,
Like, it was never about that, man. It's like I was on a journey to learn as well, and I tell people all the time, um, I know what it takes, and I've been around a lot of like pro players who've made it, and I'll never say that I was the reason that they made it. Like
mm-hmm,
I feel like those guys taught me a lot more
mm-hmm,
than I even taught them at times. Like you said, just that work ethic, like keeping things simple.
mm-hmm,
You know, workouts don't have to be an hour and a half.
mm-hmm.
You know, you're if you're direct and you know what you want to do, 45 minutes, an hour, you can get in and get out, man. You
Out of there.
ain't got to go check your phone and do none of that stuff. You know, then you get your reps and your shots in, your free throws in, and maybe you add a move and you
Out of
know
there.
you get up out of there. So,
Mm-hmm.
man, Cortland, thank you for joining me, man.
Yeah,
This full
man.
circle moment. This is a blessing, right? Because this is the dojo. Like what we're doing with this is a go moment.
Yeah.
Is a moment where I had it on my spirit, and it's just like go.
Mm-hmm.
And then here I am getting a chance to sit down with like players I coached, like people that we were part of each other's lives back in, the 2008,
Before,
9, 10s,
yeah,
11s when
yeah.
people was rapping with band-aids on their face, man. Like, and full circle, and you know, an AD,
Mm-hmm.
a wife, a family on the way,
Yep.
man. It's
Little
like
man on the way.
I'm old, you're old. Like it's life is good though, right? Because we all
Yeah.
know that the ball's gonna stop bouncing someday, but the things that we can learn from it,
Life lesson.
life lessons, man, and the relationships that you gain from it, last forever, man. I love you, bro. I appreciate you. Thanks
Appreciate
for
you.
being here, man.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
man. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dojo. We out. Peace.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That was good,
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Deep conversation.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
And
I learned I do way better when so like I did when I was with Reed, I had my computer up and I did the questions. And then the guy that does quad visual,
yeah.
he came in and I had some questions in my head and I tried to free flow it more. And I just didn't like how it went, but like this is good for me because I get to do my homework. And I think I flow better when I do my homework because then I got like stuff in my head and as we're having conversations, I can be like, oh, we were gonna go to that or so and it's fun. It's just fun doing homework.
Yeah.
I got 3 pages of questions and notes.
Yeah,
that I wrote,
that
so.
man, it flowed well. I appreciate this conversation. Is just life giving, man. Like what you're doing is big time. I'm excited to see it grow, I got so many like giving respect to the players, giving them a voice to share what they've accomplished and how they can help others. Man, it's just a avenue that you're showing respect to players like that may not be playing anymore. So you're giving them confidence and showing them that you respect them.
And I feel like our kids need to know who y'all are.
Yeah.
Like, especially like in the city, man. Like, these kids, you can't dream unless you've seen somebody do it sometimes, man. And like, you guys are way more tangible than these kids know. Like, they see y'all out in the grocery store or something. They don't even know who they passing by, bro.
Right.
And the wealth of knowledge there. What time is it? Oh, okay. That was like right. How long was it? 1:23. That's good. That's good.